Welcome, everybody. We're just about ready to get started in the show. We're just waiting here so I can go live here. And, see it live. Most of the bullshit that I'm seeing right now. Live now. Okay, good. Here we go. So we're live now. So, F it. Let's just start the show.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
What's up, y'all? It's J-Bones in the hissy for shizzy. This is your host of Pro Football Juice, Jesse. Nicholas once again. Nicholas, not Nicholas. Nicholas, if I was just saying Nicholas would be here. Nicholas is not here. Alright? Don't yell at him. Don't yell at me. Certainly don't. Okay, yell at him. If you're going to yell at someone, yell at him. But anyway, flying solo. Once again, this week we're going to do a little bit. Welcome, juicers. Welcome to the show. It's going to be a little bit of a similar show run as last week, which is we're going to take some calls and stuff. It's going to be sweet. Got some people on the line that are going to. Yeah, I know he is a loser. Speaking of. That that was a horrible line because I was gonna go with a relation, not loser stuff. I need beer. That's what happened. So anyway, off topic, but let's get back on the topic, and I'm gonna make my first call, and it's gonna be to Dan Yao. So let me pull this up here. One of our loyal listeners and fantasy football players added into my contacts here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, here we go. Boom. We could listen to the sweet. It's gonna be loud. Oh my god, that's loud. Is that loud? Hello?
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
It's going.
This is Danielle. He's calling all the way from Cleveland, Ohio.
That's great.
Amazing. How is Cleveland?
They are real excited about their team here in Cleveland.
That was going to be one of my questions.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. So, first things first, though. How are you doing?
You know, I'm doing wonderful. I have a delightful Kanye West stout from Barntown Brewing.
Ooh, nice.
That I brought with me from Iowa.
Yeah, so. Right, because they're in Des Moines, right?
Correct. Yes.
Nice. A buddy of mine has an apartment, like, right across the apartment complex that's across the street there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he goes there quite a bit.
I would if I lived there. It's a delightful joint.
Indeed. So, so how do you think Andrew Luck is doing?
You know, I think he's doing really well. I really didn't think that they were going to beat the Eagles this week, but that game was a friggin' nail biter down to the last seconds.
Oh yeah,
so,
I agree.
So I feel like they are going to have a really good team in another year or two. I think we have a really young team, so I've been impressed with what I've seen so far because I think it's still better than they've done in the past couple of years. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to things.
Awesome. Yeah, I was kind of wondering. You know, the big talk about that game, besides it being so close, is the last play.
Yes. Yeah.
Hundley goes in for the bomb, and everyone's like, "Oh, why isn't Luck doing that? Oh, it's got to be because of his shoulder, and they don't trust his shoulder, and he can't throw it that far." Blah blah blah. What's your take on that?
I think that's probably accurate. When they made the call in the game, I was actually listening on my Colts app on the way out to Cleveland, driving, and I wasn't surprised that they put Huntley in because I just think Luck is not. I don't think his rehab is there yet to where he could throw that pass. And I think they talked with him after the game, and he was like, "Look, I totally get it." He's like, "I can't do that right now," and he's like. And Huntley can't, he can, or not Huntley, but Brissett can. And
Brissett, my bad.
It's okay. I went with it for a minute there. I was like, wait, that's not right. And I think he was 100% good with it. I think it was mostly the media and stuff making the big deal out of it. I think, Luck's always been a very big team player, and I think that's one thing that the team's got going for it right now is everybody just really want to win. So there's a lot of people putting ego aside and just kind of doing what's good for the team. So
that's good. The only thing I think that it hurts, or maybe they should have addressed earlier, and this is kind of a league-wide thing. Honestly, it's not just Andrew Luck, although he was one of the first to get like a major blockbuster quarterback deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I've kind of heard both sides, like. Sure, maybe it hurts that giving one player that much money maybe hurts the rest of the team, and they can't sign some players maybe that they would otherwise.
Right.
But on the other hand of that, I was listening to like Sirius XM radio or something, and they were having a discussion about it, and they said that GMs around the league that are paying that amount of money for a quarterback are not complaining about it.
It's true. I still don't think that, and obviously, like, our GM now is not who signed Luck, and he's not who signed a lot of the players we have today.
Sure.
Although, we've gone through a couple drafts now with his picks, and I think that you're starting to see the production of that. Because I would say that with Luck, like, not only, here's the thing, like, when he's on, he's friggin' on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people that like to hate on him, that, I argue with my brothers, Nicholas and Scott, quite a bit about this, because they rail on him quite often. But I think for him, he brings a morale to the team. And then I don't know that you can put a price tag on, because he does a really good job of really just boosting people up and really just trying to like do what's best for the team. And if you see him talk, especially since his injury, like he's just really enthusiastic for the game. Yeah. He's excited to be out there playing, and I think that brings a quality to your team that you can't really put a price tag on. So,
I mean, for him, I think it helps his motivation and everything that he was out so long. So now he's like, let's just get back and start playing.
Right.
Teddy Bridgewater kind of went through the same thing. He's just like, he didn't even play last year. He played like maybe 3 snaps, but he was like, this is the best season I've ever had in the NFL because it's been so much fun, like the ride.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I love watching Luck's press conferences now, because he's always just like, it's fun. I'm just excited out there with the guys. Like, we just have a fun time. Like, and I don't see a lot of people when they're giving their press conference talks talking about how fun it is, and there's just their genuine love for the game. So I just really appreciate that, like, watching him, because that he's going out there with that energy, like, every time. And I just think a lot of people in the league don't have that. Like, you just legitimately have a lot of guys that are out there for the money and not for just the passion of the game. So
Yeah.
it's nice.
Yeah, I get that. That's well said.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. So you're a little bit familiar with Vontae Davis, right?
Yeah.
He was on your team
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
What do you think of him just up and retiring at halftime?
So I laughed first, and then I laughed because like every picture of him with his speech, like they had him in his Colts uniform
Yeah.
and not his Bills uniform.
Right.
So then like I was like, well, I mean, he didn't do this when he was with the Colts, but I'm like, I mean,
Yeah.
clearly, like, I mean, and obviously you have probably something to say about the Bills after this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Later. But,
Yeah, right.
but I mean, at that moment when he was just like looked around, I mean, I just imagine like looking around and being like, nope, like I'm done. Like
Yeah.
I just it's very weird.
Well, you gotta think. God, how old is he? Like, he's in his 30s. I know that.
Yeah.
30.
Well, yeah, because I mean, he was with the Colts for a while, so
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And to me, it's like you have a veteran guy like that. You think you're coming to a team that's going to be competitive. Buffalo was in the playoffs last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was he with the Buffalo last year?
I'd have to go back and look because I feel like for as long as I remember seeing like Vontae Davis on our always kind of injured and not injured list. So I'd have to look for sure, but I feel like he was with us very recently.
Oh yeah, I mean it hasn't.
so-
If he wasn't there, if he wasn't with Indianapolis last year, it was within the last couple. at
Yeah,
least.
yes,
But-
for sure.
A veteran like that has to look around at that team and just be like, you guys are assholes.
Right?
We are rebuilding and I am 34 years old or whatever. Like
Exactly.
this, if I was Shady McCoy, I'd be super pissed.
Oh, absolutely.
But
I
he
mean,
seems fine with it. I don't know.
Yeah, well, especially my guess is, I mean, like Vontae looks back, right? And now, like the Colts are starting to do their build,
Yeah,
and like
come
have been
on back.
competitive, and
Yeah.
are starting to and then he's with the Bills that are until this weekend. I mean, like kind of the laughing stock of the NFL. So, yeah, I mean,
So
I
I kind of get where his head was at, and he's just like, you know what? If I'm gonna get killed out there, I don't want it just this season to be all for nothing.
right. I'm not sure it was the best. I mean, I feel like obviously he made the conscious decision that he would never play for another NFL team again, because I'm
Right.
pretty sure you do that, you're done. Like,
Oh yeah, definitely.
but I just don't know. I guess I don't know where your head is, where you're like, I can't even finish the rest of this game. I'm out. Like,
Yeah,
was interesting.
that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It was. I couldn't believe it. Like when I was like, I've never heard that before.
I know. So I mean, I guess we'll get his name in the books for that at
Yeah.
least. So
He's made his
got that
mark.
going for him.
Yeah, nice. So, were you there? Were you in Cleveland when they won the game?
I was not because that was Thursday night, so I came in Sunday. But believe
Okay.
you me, they are still talking about it.
Oh, I bet.
So-
You didn't get any of the free beers.
I was, however, around when the announcement for Baker Mayfield came out yesterday that he would be the starter. So that was big buzz around the town.
Yeah, I bet. I think it's a good move. Well, I mean, isn't Tyrod technically still in like concussion protocol now anyway?
Yeah, I think so.
And he wasn't in that game at least. I think he did pretty well. Maybe the first couple of games, but like that last game there was pretty bad. Before he went out.
Yeah, it was.
You just had to see it
and
coming.
they've really been, I mean, in true Cleveland fashion, they've been clamoring for Mayfield since they drafted him. So,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, most of them didn't even want them to play Taylor at all. They wanted Mayfield out the gate. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
I haven't heard a single person here yet that's like, well, we should give him a chance. I mean, no, they wanted Baker weeks ago. So,
Yeah. It's funny because just the last couple of weeks, and it's only we're going on week 4 now, but like
yeah.
all of a sudden all these rookie quarterbacks, they're like, we're going to give them some time. We're going to give them some time.
Yeah.
And they're all in now. Josh Allen's in, Baker Mayfield's
Yes.
in, Josh Rosen's
Exactly.
in. I don't think they've made an official announcement on Rosen, but I think it's pretty much he's going in.
Yeah.
I mean, they benched Sam Bradford with like what was it, like 3 or 5 minutes left in the game, and they were only down by 2.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Track all
It
those
will.
guys.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, the thing is like, well, I'm still jealous that Cleveland has Kirksey. I really wanted him on my team, and I have friends out here. I mean, my boss is from Cleveland, and when they drafted Kirksey, I'm like, you guys don't even know what kind of stud you just got, and now he just taunts me with it like every game. So,
That's funny.
kind of sucks.
Yeah. It's always nice to have, Iowa alums on your team. You gotta have.
It is.
I feel like you gotta have at least one.
The Colts used to have so many, and now they just seem totally adverse to the Hawkeye on their team, and it's a little frustrating.
They don't have one, do they?
We don't now. I think we might have one of our receivers on practice squad right now, but
That's Reese Fountain. He's UNI.
Well, there was another one from whoops.
No, you're
From
fine.
from like a year ago, not this draft class, but I think the last one that was on there for a little bit, and I can't remember who it was. But we have not had anyone substantial for a long while. So they got Blythe. They got him the same year that they got our first rounder, so he didn't stand a chance of staying at center. So
Who was it?
Austin Blythe.
Yeah. Yep, Blythe.
But he came in. I mean, like our first round pick was our center, so he wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Blythe, I think, in the 7th.
That was the same
They
year?
kept him around for like a season, and then that was it. So
I'm blanking on, is it Ryan?
yes, yeah.
He's from, Notre Dame, isn't he?
Well, no, Notre Dame was this year's pick. This was like last year or 2 years ago.
Kelly. Ryan Kelly?
Yes, Ryan Kelly, I believe.
I thought he was from Notre Dame, too.
Oh, maybe he might have been.
I don't remember.
They clearly don't know every one of our players very well. So.
Well, neither do I. It's hard to.
It's true. Yeah, because Ryan Kelly's our starter right now.
Yeah. How's your fantasy league going right now?
Terrible. It is bad because both leagues, like there's only been one time I got blown out. The rest of the time I've lost by like 3 or 4 points. It's pretty awful. So.
I just lost by 3, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about it because it makes me angry.
I just made a trade.
Such a small margin.
In the Pro Football Juice League, I just made a trade.
I saw that.
I thought it was pretty good, because I don't have faith in Aaron Rodgers being healthy all year.
Well, it's true. I have him and Case Keenum in one league together, and I actually sat Rodgers last week against the Bears or Minnesota, one of the two, where I thought he was going to get killed. So
Yeah. He still comes up with points.
I totally understand that.
Even when he's injured, he comes up with points somehow. He just, I don't know.
I know. I mean, your discussion last week with your brother about him hobbling on one leg is probably accurate.
Yeah.
Probably.
Even
I feel
Zimmer
like
said
that's where
walks
he's
on
going.
one.
I mean, they're just going to have a robotic bottom for him. And
Yeah.
he's just gonna
He probably does have one. They just won't tell us. All right. Well, thanks for chatting. Did you have any other questions, or you want to talk about anything else?
I don't think so. I'm just excited that I feel like my Colts are performing better than people expected. So
Yeah. Who do they play?
Who have we played?
No, who do you play next week?
Who do we play? That's a really great question.
I got it right
I don't
here.
have.
Oh, Houston.
Okay, yes, that's right.
What do you think about
I have
that?
to. I don't know. Is that one's home? I think, right?
I think it's. Yeah. You're right.
I feel like we might pull it out.
Are you going to it?
I'm not. I'm going to the. So I went to the Cincinnati game in Indy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the Buffalo game in Indy, and then I'm going to the Texans and the Cowboys in Indy. So.
Oh, is Nick going with you to the Cowboys one?
He sure is.
Nice. Be careful with those Buffalo assholes. They'll sneak up on you.
I know. Like, at first I was like, Black game might be lame, and now after this weekend, I'm like, well, shoot, might actually be good.
Don't overlook them.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't want that. I'm pretty sure, like, when I was driving, I don't think I remember opening, like, I was turning the stations on the XM radio trying to find something, because the only way they were broadcasting the indie game was through the Philadelphia callers, and they were garbage, and it was terrible, and I couldn't listen to it. So I scrolled and I hit the Minnesota game, and I saw the score, and I'm like, no, that has to be wrong. That cannot be correct.
It wasn't a game from the get-go. It was so horrible. It was
bad.
Oh, well. Live to fight another. Well, now we have LA on Thursday and then Philadelphia next week.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, after the first drive, like the first 2 or 3 drives against Philly, I thought we were done. Like, I mean, Wentz just came out firing. It was ridiculous. So I was really surprised that we made it a real game. So.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have been competitive in every game.
They have, and it's been a little bit of, like, the Cincinnati game was a total, like, if you look at that score, it was a total misnomer for how the game actually went, because everything fell apart within 2 minutes at the end of the game.
I remember that. Is it a pick six or was it a fumble?
It was a Jack Doyle fumble and a pickup by the Cincinnati player. Yeah. And then he ran it back, so.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So we were pretty sure, like, Luck had been firing, like, perfect down the field, and, like, that ball was, like, perfect to Doyle, too, and he just totally mucked it up. It was terrible.
That sucks.
It did. So. All right.
Well, yeah, anything else?
No, I think that'll cover me.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thanks for being on the show, and thanks for chatting with me.
Of course. I feel like somebody from our family should show up for the podcast. So
it'd be nice every once in a while. All right. I'll talk to you later. Have a safe trip.
Talk to you later, Jesse. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
And that was Danielle. That was a treat. That was awesome. She had some pretty awesome insight there on her team, the Colts. If you didn't notice, I guess I should have put that out. Anywho, let's kick it to another new caller, Michael. We might talk about Michael a little bit in the podcast, and we'll call him. We'll see what's up with him. That is so loud. Oh, loud. Very loud. Hey, guy.
Hey, what's up?
Guy? What's happening?
How's it going? Well, not much. Playing some 2K19.
Nice. Hey, no.
Sorry, man.
Stop it. This is a football podcast, Mike.
Well, I'm sorry, man. I don't have Madden 19.
Oh. That sucks. You should.
Yeah. Is it still on sale?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you could probably find it somewhere.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because the place I originally found it on sale for like $40, it wasn't on sale there anymore, so then I just went online and looked for it and found it. I think it was just Amazon.
Okay, yeah, because PlayStation had it for $40, but they probably only had it for like the weekend or something.
Oh yeah, no, I looked it up there first again, and it wasn't. So then I had to go to. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
It's the sound of Coors Light beating against my microphone.
Delicious.
We'll tap the Rockies. Oh, tap the Rockies. So, Mike, what do you think about Jimmy Garoppolo being out for the year?
Well, I think he's, it sucks that he got injured, but I'm pretty excited that I assume CJ Beathard will get some playing time.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, see, I thought that was a softball question for me.
It was not. It just happened to be the first thing on my list of things.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, it's a bummer because he was playing pretty well, wasn't he? I wasn't paying too close of attention, but I thought he was looking pretty good.
Yeah, he was looking pretty good. I don't know if they've won a game, though.
They had some close ones, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. We'd have to consult Scott more on that, but...
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see if we can get some CJ to Kittle action going.
Indeed. That'll be sweet. Oh, just for the listeners at home, Indy Hawk challenged me because she said I was drinking Coors Light and not Busch Light. Which, I mean, she's got a fair point. But someone left all this Coors Light in my beer fridge, so I'm drinking all this Coors Light to drink it. I'm not a huge fan. But you know how it is. You know how it is. People leave beers, and you just drink the beers.
Free beers.
Free beers. No matter how watery they are. But yeah, now I'm kind of excited about Beathard.
Yeah, man. I mean, he was pretty good last year. I mean, he was getting the crap beat out of him, but...
Yeah. And go ahead.
I was going to say, that might still be the case. I don't know. Do you know what their O-line's looking like?
I don't. I was just going to say that, too. Once again, Scott, a guy we know named Scott, Nick's brother, if we're going to be 100% honest with it, is a huge 49ers fan. So it'd be interesting to get his take. I don't know if Jimmy G's been getting smacked around or what. I'd be interested to know because I want to know. I would assume they got better in the O-line on the offseason so that they could make sure that their, huge investment in Jimmy G wouldn't get murdered.
No, that makes sense. I thought I saw a few clips of him getting pressured, but I saw a few clips of him making plays too, so who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Hey, get this. Muhammad Wilkerson is out for the Packers. Their big defensive acquisition. Ankle injury, had surgery, possibly out for the season. I feel like that's a defense that can't take too many hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say, man. Other than Rodgers, they're pretty light in most positions. So any hit they take is pretty detrimental.
Yeah. Speaking of hits, segue. What is your take on the Clay Matthews hit situation?
I mean, I get him arguing it a little bit the first time, but I thought he went a little too far with it. And then to do it the same thing and then argue the same point after they made a big deal out of it, I thought that was stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that I agree with the rule, but if it's the rule, you got to play by it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And actually, I heard there was rumblings. News of rumblings came out today saying that the competition committee is not liking the roughing the passer calls, and they cited specifically the Clay Matthews hit. So and a defensive end from Miami, William Hayes, was going to avoid hitting the quarterback, and he tore his ACL.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Did you watch the Monday night game at all?
I watched it a little bit. Yeah.
So there were probably 5 or 6 roughing the passer calls.
Yeah.
But there was one specifically where they had, I can't remember his name, number 93 for Tampa.
McCoy.
He was mic'd up,
Yeah.
and before he even hit Ben Roethlisberger, he's like, I'm sorry, Ben. He was saying that, but before he even hit him, and then apologized after the play, and they got it all because he was the mic'd up player. And I thought that was funny because he couldn't avoid it.
Yeah. Did he get flagged for it?
Oh yeah, he got flagged 2 different times.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. They showed it, and then later they played the mic, the mic audio.
Right. It's getting pretty ridiculous, though.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it's the more calls, it just slows the game down, makes it less fun to watch.
Yeah, that's true. So
I get what they're trying to do too. You don't want all your quarterbacks getting injured, and then nobody wants to watch because that's not fun to watch either.
Right. I mean, if you think about it, your quarterback is the superstar of your team. He's also the player that makes or breaks your team.
Yeah.
Speaking of breaking quarterbacks, how long do you think Aaron Rodgers is going to last? Oh, by the way, for the listeners, Mike is a Packers fan. That's why my questions may be Packers-centric.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I mean, he's getting a little bit older. He's taking a lot of hits because it doesn't seem like they're giving him a whole lot of time.
Yeah.
Luckily, he's pretty quick, getting passes off, so...
Yeah.
But he's still taking a lot of hits,
Well, he can't barely walk, it seems like now.
Well, that's true. He's got the bum knee right now, so... I mean, and he's still pushing. He's always gonna. He's one of those players that will just push through it. Don't scramble on that bum knee.
Yeah, I would be worried if I were a Packers fan at this point that he's just gonna murder that knee.
Oh yeah. I assume he'll be in rough shape. I mean, he had the injury last year, and then he had this one right off the bat this year. So
yeah, and I mean, it's only week 4, and he's gonna play another 16. Oh God, ugh.
Yeah.
He's gonna play another 12 games on a just hobbling around on a gimpy knee.
Yeah.
Something's gotta give. Dude.
What?
Whoa. How was your... Oh. Okay, so I can't be 100% on this, but I think Micah Hyde is the number 1 rated player on Buffalo. That doesn't sound right at all. That doesn't sound right at all.
Defensive player, maybe? I don't know.
Okay, so I was playing Madden, right? And some of you at home might not know, Madden 19, by the way. Some of you might not know that I'm a big GM guy. I love making trades and trading everybody and going crazy. So I might have actually traded for LaShawn McCoy, which left Micah Hyde as being the number 1 rated player on the team. We'll see. I'm looking it up. I'm loading it up right now. How are you doing in fantasy?
In fantasy, I'm 2-1. My loss was to you by 1 point after
That's right.
Drake the leg missed a field goal, which he never does.
Yeah, and then he was out.
Yeah, now he's out. I picked up Ficken. Is that his name?
Yep. Sam Ficken, I think, is his replacement.
Yeah, and he did okay. I mean, I think he missed I think he might have missed a field goal this last week, but I don't know. Hit like 5 extra points, so.
Yeah.
But no, I'm doing pretty good. 2-1. Lost to you by 1.
It's because of
although
so.
I have McCoy, and he's been pretty worthless, so.
Yeah, he has been well, I mean, he was out all last game. Didn't stop him from railing us, though, so that's always fun.
Yeah, that gave me some hope, actually. It's like maybe if McCoy, maybe if they can get it together, maybe McCoy can do something. If their backup did, I mean, I feel like he would be better than their backup.
Well, I think their backup is... God, I watched the damn game, but I think I was just so pissed. I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, I can't think of it. I heard he was pretty good. I was on the road, so I didn't get to watch it.
Oh, you were going back home.
Coming back to town from home. Yeah.
Were you? So you were coming back on Sunday?
Yeah. Yep. And then I had yesterday off. So.
Oh, playing hooky. I see how it goes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay. Micah Hyde is rated a 92 overall in Madden.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see all the Iowa players and see what they're all rated. That's got to be one of the higher ones, I would think.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
maybe Claiborne.
Who?
Claiborne.
No. He's with New England, right? I don't think he's. I think he's with New England now. I don't think he's rated very high. I'm looking at it. I'm looking. No. He's a 84.
84. Okay.
Yeah, Micah Hyde's definitely got to be Because Desmond King.
Yeah.
No, Josh Jackson. That's what I'm thinking. He might be there someday,
Yeah.
but he's a rookie. They don't rate rookies super high right off the bat.
Well, especially because that comes out for the season. I don't think they update them very much.
No, I mean they do somewhat throughout the season, but not very much.
Yeah. So maybe next year.
Yeah. That's what kind of sucks about your Kareem Hunts and Alvin Kamara. They update them, but they update them throughout the year.
Right. Yeah, because I had Hunt in 18 last year. He wasn't all that great.
Yeah. But yeah, like I don't know what he's rated now. I switched off, so I'm not gonna go back and look. All right. Everyone's
That's
yelling.
fine, man.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see
Yeah,
how
like
it progresses.
Saquon Barkley. I'd be curious to see. But he might be one of those high-profile ones where they kind of rate him high.
Yeah, he's pretty high, I think. Like your Ezekiel Elliott's and stuff. I think they usually start out pretty high.
Yeah.
At least in the 80s.
Oh yeah, I would think high 80s.
High 80s, yeah. Hey,
What?
so I heard that Le'Veon Bell is reportedly on the trading block.
Oh really? After
Yeah.
Connor's been doing so well, or they're just not
And maybe they just can't make any progress, and he's holding out, and he obviously doesn't want to be there. Maybe I would just assume a combination of all those things. Like they're like, okay, well, Connor's holding his own, and he's doing pretty good. He's obviously no Le'Veon Bell, but at some point, you got to walk away. It's getting pretty ridiculous.
He kind of looks like one of the elite running backs right now. I think.
No, you're
He's
right.
looked really, so somebody will pick up Le'Veon Bell for sure. Maybe after all this, he didn't want to come back to the team, or the team didn't want him after some of this. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, that's what I would assume. Supposedly the Jets have made a call about him.
And who did they have? They got Powell and
The Owell brothers,
the Owell brothers. Yeah, that's
Crowell, Powell, and then they're gonna add Bell.
They'll call him Bell Owl or something.
They'll be the L brothers then.
Yeah.
Make your what is it? Make your knees touch your elbows. I call them the L bros.
Nice. Yeah, man, they'd be set. I mean, what are they even going after him for? Crowell's been killing it, right?
Yeah, Crowell's been doing pretty good,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
Le'Veon Bell.
yeah, that's true.
They'd probably just, I don't know, cut Powell maybe.
Yeah. Do they have a third string back right now? Third. Third string.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't tell you who it was. Oh,
Yeah.
they had a rookie named McGuire.
Mm.
He wasn't. I mean, he was a rookie maybe last year, or the next year, maybe, or last year, or the year before that. I want to say Isaiah McGuire, but that isn't. It's definitely something McGuire, but I think he was injured, or is currently injured.
Yeah. So I don't know. Get rid of him or.
I don't know. That's a lot of money. You're probably gonna have to dump a lot of money into Le'Veon Bell contract.
That's true. I mean, he's obviously holding out.
Mm-hmm. And he's making a boatload of money right now. Well, actually, he's making no money right now, but he was scheduled to make like $14 million or something. That's a lot of dough.
For sure, man.
All right. Did you have anything that you wanted to discuss, Mike?
Yeah, what do I do with McCoy in my fantasy football? Just stash him and
Ugh.
wait to see, or what do you think?
Yeah, it's tough because if he's healthy, you feel like you want to play him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But he's kind of in the same situation as David Johnson is right now. Not really a team around him, not a quarterback. Like, now he's almost in the exact same situation because I think Arizona's going to start Josh Rosen, the rookie, and now Buffalo is starting Josh Allen, the rookie. So if you start getting down in games, then your running backs just don't get the ball. I have McCoy too in one of my other leagues, and you know, he's my first round pick, and then you just pissed away your first round pick. That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
That happened to me a lot. Because I had McCoy, I had Bell in another league.
That's like last year I had Rodgers and Odell Beckham Jr. Those are my first two picks, and I lost them both like in the first couple of weeks.
That's brutal.
It was pretty rough.
I was telling Danielle that I made a Indy Hawk just commented on the chat saying that Bell has been hitting up the Colts social media for weeks.
Ooh.
That'd be a good place for him, actually.
Yeah, because what do they have? Just Mac right now?
Yeah, Mac, who hasn't played yet this season because he's injured.
Oh,
And
well, yeah.
some Nahayim or something. I can't really, I don't even know.
Oh, and who was it in Indianapolis that just left? The guy who's been there around forever.
Frank Gore.
Yeah, Frank Gore. What? Do you remember where he ended up going?
He's with the Dolphins.
Okay. How long do you think he's going to be around? He's getting pretty old. But...
I mean, I think he left the Colts a couple of years ago. And
No, he was with Colts last year.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Well, anyway, yeah, he's been gone, and yeah, I don't even think he's doing really anything in Miami right now either. They have Kenyon Drake.
That's why I asked. I mean, I half expected him to retire, and he's still going.
Yeah, he left, like Indy Hawk saying he left after last season for Miami, and the Colts cut him. She believes.
Okay.
So yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah, man. Well, I think that's all I had for you.
Oh, about McCoy though. You should just do what I did. No, wait, we're in the reverse situation because you have McCoy and I just traded. I was just talking to Indy Hawk about how I traded for David Johnson.
In our league?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jomstep hit me up wanting Saquon Barkley, and so he offered me David Johnson. I didn't want to give up Barkley.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, and especially with David Johnson not doing a ton yet this year.
Uh-huh.
So I offered him McCoy, thinking that's fairly similar situation.
Yeah.
But, McCoy is out right now, and so he didn't want to do that.
He's a big...
He may have just been after Barkley and not been interested.
Oh, that could be. So the trade went, I traded Aaron Rodgers and Philip Lindsay, and he traded me back Deshaun Watson and David Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
So I really needed a running back because I had Le'Veon Bell and I had Devontae Freeman, who was injured.
Oh, right.
And so I'm like, what do I do? Like, I gotta trade somebody. And, obviously I'm a big David Johnson fan, so. And Aaron Rodgers has been injured, and I still had Alex Smith as a backup. But just think about this. If all of them start getting back into form and Le'Veon Bell finds a new team, then I have Le'Veon Bell, Devontae Freeman, and David Johnson who I could start.
Yeah. Then you get a great flex right off the bat.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to play anybody else. I could just do it.
Yeah. I kind of lucked out because I had Saquon Barkley and McCoy for my running backs, and Carlos Hyde's been doing really well. So I got him as my number 2.
Yeah.
So if McCoy comes back around, I'll just throw him in at the flex, I think.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Adrian Peterson's killing it.
Yeah, he tore up the Packers. It was probably like old times, huh?
Yeah. Packers are full like, come on. Just get rid of this jerk.
So, yeah, man, he's looking real good. Kind of wish I would have grabbed him because I think he went pretty late.
Yeah, I've been trying to. I grabbed him in one of the leagues, and then before I could get him in any of the other ones, people were snapping him up.
Yeah, would have been a good one.
Yeah. We'll see how long it lasts.
I was just going to say, I was trying to think of some other running backs like that. I guess Hyde was kind of one of them where
Yeah.
doing better than you would have expected. But
Hyde fell. I don't know. I don't know why people didn't have faith in him. Honestly, he was good last year.
yeah, I had him 2 years ago, our first year doing the fantasy league for Pro Football Juice, and he was phenomenal for me. So I went after him.
Yeah. All right, dude. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Cool, dude. Well, thanks for chatting. Thanks for being on the cast.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Have a good show.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you later.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. That was pretty sweet. Thanks again to Mike for chatting. Oh, fantastic. All right. We're going to close out the show by calling my bro. Cuz we got stuff we got to talk about. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's ready. Meep 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 meep. Whip whip. Oh boy, here we go. God, that's so freaking loud. Turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down. Hello?
Hello.
Brother? What's happening?
Nothing.
Wait, let me get you so I can see your face. Hey, I was wearing that earlier.
Were you?
Yep.
You should have worn it.
I was going to, but I'm sweating my ass off now.
It's cold here. This isn't actually even heavy enough.
Friggin' Iowa.
Indeed.
So let me give me a minute here. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna get it real good. Oh, you came on right by the beer shot. It's fantastic. So, tell us what you're drinking. What are you drinking?
Have myself a little Samuel Adams Oktoberfest.
Oh, did you just to go to the store and get more of them?
What's so funny, Jesse?
For those of you at home, my brother posted a Facebook post of his garage and a bunch of Oktoberfest smashed all over it.
Not cool.
Yeah, not cool whatsoever.
Yeah, so when I picked up the six-pack, it felt mushy on the bottom, and I'm like, man, this isn't going to hold out for very long. And then the girl was struggling to do some coupons and whatever, and she's like, you want a bag? I'm like, no, I just don't want to bother anymore. And I made it all the way home, and took it out of the car, and whoosh, six-pack on the floor.
That's great.
No, it wasn't great. It was a mess.
It's hilarious, though.
It
Certainly
was actually,
hilarious.
it couldn't have been in a better place. It was like actually running into the drain, but
But you lucked out there then.
I did. I didn't luck out in that. I lost two beers.
Precious beers.
I'm surprised that only two beers out of a six-pack actually broke.
Oh, really? I thought it was the whole thing.
No. Only two of them.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not too worried. I thought you had. That's why I was laughing, because I thought you had to go out and buy more.
No. Well, I did have to go buy more because I drank the other four.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
I like Oktoberfest. Actually, I like Liney's Oktoberfest, I think, a little bit better, but I didn't see that anymore, so I grabbed this.
So I don't know.
Who have you had on tonight?
Huh? Who have I
Who have you
had?
had on tonight?
I had Danielle, and Mike.
Gotcha.
Both Pro Football Juice fantasy leaguers.
Sure.
Um,
So you had them on and you drop subliminal bombs so that you can trade them.
is that what I do?
Yeah. That's good Stevens.
I wasn't. I straight up asked him. I don't think it was subliminal.
Maybe.
I was like, nah, I was gonna trade you Rodgers for Johnson. He didn't want it, of course. But then he saw I had Philip Lindsay.
Oh, see, you preyed on his Denverness.
No, see, if I would have been thinking straight, I would have done that to begin with. But no, I just wanted to do Rodgers for Johnson. That was fair.
I tried to trade him Jordy, and he gave me the hell no because he's a Raiders.
Oh, yeah, because he's a Denver fan. He doesn't want to do Raiders.
I wasn't thinking about that. That's how well I play fantasy football. I have no freaking clue.
You're basically throw everything against the wall and see what sticks kind of fantasy player.
That is correct, as everyone in our league probably knows at this point.
Hey, nice haircut, by the way.
Yeah, thanks. Just got thanks.
Nice. So, was there even a game on Sunday? I don't know. I blacked out.
There was a game on. It turned me into a bad person.
Yeah. You didn't listen or watch it at all, did you?
I saw the first quarter, and then I listened to like 2 minutes of the game on the way to Brady's football game.
Mm-hmm.
And then I shut it off and apologized to the people in the car with me. and didn't watch any more of it and did not see any more of it.
Ugh, it was horrible. The whole thing was just horrible. And you almost called it. You were like, "But it's a trap game," and this is what you sound like. It's a trap game, and we can't overlook them. But then we both said that Zimmer isn't the kind of coach to have people overlook teams, and they completely overlooked them.
I mean, like I said, I just had a bad feeling about that game. I don't know what it was.
Well, I was there with you, but I still had confidence somewhat because I had the same bad feeling about Cleveland last year, and it's ended up working out fine.
The bad feeling for me started when I listened to Fanline, and I don't remember even the other program. I just listened to some Vikings podcasts, and they run into each other. I don't even know what I'm listening to half the time.
Uh-huh.
They were talking about they were the ones that got me thinking, you guys just need to not overlook this team. And
yeah.
I had a bad feeling.
Well, the worst part about it is this is a one we should have had, and now we on a short week go and play, Rams in LA, and then the next week we go to Philadelphia and play the Eagles, and I don't know. It could be start as something really bad.
I mean, I looked at the schedule, and they're obviously these next two games, they're going to be super tough.
Yeah.
I feel like what's going to happen. I'm really curious to see what happens in the Eagles game. I think Thursday night we're going to play a close game, but we're going to lose. I just don't think we're going to win.
Well,
it'll be good, and I think we'll play much better than we did against Buffalo. I feel like that was an anomaly,
yeah.
But the defense that we should be hanging our hat on. What is the deal with the free runners all over the place?
Yeah,
they just don't. They're not on the right. Going back to this last game, I did hear some of the stats. Did you hear about the rushing stat?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Minnesota rushed in that football game 6 times.
Yeah.
Two of those rushes were the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And did you hear the statistic?
I didn't.
It's the fewest amount of rushes by a football team since they've been keeping stats on the amount of rushes a football team has in a game.
Ew.
How weird is that?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help when you're down immediately and down by a lot immediately.
No, but six rushes, and 2 of them were the quarterbacks, so they don't even really qualify as rushes. They handed the ball off 4 times.
Ugh, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's really bad. I don't know. It's just when you're down 27-0 at halftime, what are you gonna do? You just try to sling it constantly.
That was that actually played into my fantasy because I'm like, oh, Cook is out. I'm picking up Murray, and couldn't believe nobody had picked up Murray. So yeah, I'm super stoked. And he got 1 yard. One maybe 4. I don't know. He got maybe. I think he has 1 point. I don't even know how he got the point.
Yeah, 1 point is 10 yards.
Well, maybe he had some. He must have caught a ball somewhere along the line because he didn't rush.
That could be. Freaking. Oh, so I guess some good news, quote unquote, for Vikings fans is that Marcus Peters is going to be out.
What about Talib? I haven't heard yet.
Aqib Talib's going to be out. He's going to be out for a while.
He is going to be out?
Yeah. Marcus Peters says it was weird because he left the game with a walking boot on his right foot, and they're saying it could be 2 to 4 weeks. There's a chance he plays. Aqib Talib left the game with a walking boot on his left foot, and he's going to have surgery. He's going to end up having surgery.
So he's going to be a while then.
Yeah, he's going to be a while. So their 2 top corners are out. So I guess don't pick up Murray again. Just going to be throwing it.
Well, that's why I picked up Diggs.
Yeah, right.
So Diggs will have nothing this game.
Geez, what was the Thielen ended up having like 130 some yards still? Something crazy like that.
He had a monster game. He had a ton of catches, 14 or something.
Yeah. He
had a monster game. It was garbage time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the whole game was garbage time. It was ridiculous. And then I got 10 points out of Kyle Rudolph in fantasy because he scored a touchdown.
At the end,
Yeah.
I saw that they scored, and I'm like, yes, maybe Murray was the one that took nope.
Yeah. And then I picked up Carlson, right, in a bunch of leagues because Dan Bailey because I dropped Carlson, and and they scored and didn't even kick an extra point. They went for 2 and missed it. So, God.
That was something the guys were talking about this week. They're like, you know what? What are you doing? Going, at least let him kick it. Give the fans something to cheer about. Maybe he makes one.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
So probably won't be any left in the stadium at that point.
No, probably.
Maybe we're still in there.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, yeah. Our parents went to their first game in the new stadium. Ugh.
Yeah, I told them when they're like, yeah, we're gonna go to the Bills game. I'm like, well, they suck, so it should be a good game.
Yeah, right.
And then the week before, I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't sound very good.
Ugh. Well, so Pat Elflein is coming back to start as center. Did you know that Jeremiah Searles was still out there as a free agent?
Who?
Jeremiah Searles. He was like our swingman. He kept coming in and out of our offensive line last year. He played pretty well, I thought. But then he just got picked up by like Buffalo. And I'm like, if he was still out there, where the hell did we get him? We have crazy offensive line problems. We got Tom Johnson, I guess. But I don't know.
Do you think Elflein can play left guard and left tackle while he's playing center?
I hope so.
Me too. Because that seems to be a problem area.
Reef got burned like none other.
Yeah, he got his money.
Well, this game's going to be brutal if they can't do anything because they got Ndamukong Suh and and Aaron Donald coming up the middle. Ugh.
Yeah. I'm just. I'm afraid it's going to be a bloodbath. It may be good. It may be good though for them to see that because they're going to see it 2 more times when we have to play Chicago.
Yeah, right. And I do think that a lot of things that we've been doing this season is playing to the level of our opponent too. So maybe when they are up against someone who's actually good, they'll actually pull together and like be good. I don't know. One can hope.
Well, the game can't go any worse than that one. There's another statistic from that game that was it was the worst upset from Vegas.
Oh yeah,
17-point line, worst upset since like 1995.
Yep, I saw that one. Ugh. Have you seen this? Have you heard about Everson Griffin?
Oh yeah, I just saw it tonight.
It's bananas.
Well, I guess what I saw was that he was in a hotel and he wanted into his room and they wouldn't let him into his room. And he said, "Somebody better let me into the room or I'm going to shoot someone."
Yeah, something like
that. And
that.
then he got mad at some point and laid down on the lobby floor.
I didn't hear that part. No, I mean I heard that he threatened to shoot, or he threatened gun violence or something in the hotel, and then the Vikings player management person or something told the cops that he hasn't been right for like a couple weeks or something, and the Vikings sent a letter to him and his agent saying that he needs to get checked out mentally. He needs to get a mental health checkup before he's allowed back on Vikings campus, basically. So he voluntarily went to the hospital and is getting checked out for mental health. That's what I heard.
So that's the status of him right now.
Yeah.
So he's not playing Thursday night.
No, he's officially out, actually.
Oh, see, I hadn't heard that part.
Yeah.
And I was under the impression that the authorities weren't even investigating, or they were done investigating the hotel. So.
Right. I don't think the hotel thing had really anything going on with it. Right now, it's just something that happened, and it just like shows how he just hasn't been there, or something's not quite right. Because the hotel, I heard the hotel's not pressing charges. Nobody's pressing charges. The cops aren't doing anything about it.
I don't think he had a gun. He just said, "I'm going to shoot somebody."
Yeah.
Like he say, "I'm going to shoot somebody."
Yeah. Right. No, I don't think
it's not something you say anymore. But
no, I don't think it was a big deal. I think it was, like you said, you don't say it anymore, but I don't think it was anything serious. It's just something he said that the media kind of picked up on.
I was just going to say it makes a good headline.
Yeah, right. Everyone's going to shoot somebody. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I guess at the end of the day, hopefully he gets the help he needs if
he's got some. It could be, you start worrying about CTE and stuff. You start worrying about like other players who just all of a sudden weren't right, and people notice that they're turning into somebody else, and then all of a sudden, boom, they go off and hurt themselves.
Yeah, it's really hard telling. I mean,
but you got to be careful with that kind of stuff.
Mental illness in general, even with the general public, is just there's a lot.
Yeah.
It's hard telling.
You got to be careful with that stuff. It could be anything.
Mm-hmm. Man, I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want to be around that man if he wasn't right.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Like he's tear a limb off or something. If he decided he got upset.
Right.
He's going to stock on you.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Hey, is there anything you wanted to talk about?
Boy, I can't think of anything offhand.
All right. Yeah.
This will make a fascinating podcast.
Yeah. We're I don't know. I think maybe Nick just shouldn't come back. F him.
Yeah, these podcasts are so much better. We don't have to listen to Nick.
It's a lot less a little more Viking centric, a little less Cowboys talk. That's for sure.
Yeah, we can definitely do without the Dallas talk.
I just if he's gone there, I gotta do what I know.
Agreed.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for being on again. It was great talking to you.
Did you? I guess there is one thing that's on my mind.
Okay.
This doesn't have to do with pro football.
Mm-hmm.
It has to do with another kind of football.
College.
Have you discussed with anyone about the Iowa game this last weekend?
We were special teams play away from winning that effing game.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was hard to watch.
that was brutal.
They outplayed them.
Yeah, we had that game. Then he kicked the stupid ball when he. That was bad.
Well, there was the fumble on the punt return before that. They were kicking that one. I mean, they
it's just special teams.
killed.
Yeah, it was crazy how we were still in that game.
So yeah, so it was an awesome weekend.
Yeah, overall great.
Overall, great team won.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah, he got targeted 3 times.
Really.
Which for 5th and 6th graders to get targeted 3 times is like unheard of.
Yeah, that's Hall of Fame career right there.
3 targets and 0 completions. But he did get targeted 3 times.
Oh man, were they even good throws?
Not 2 were. Well, actually, all 3 of them are underthrown. Which it's because he's got his old man's wheels.
Yeah.
It's going to take a long time for kids' arms to catch up with the Nicholson wheel.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I mean, you know how it works.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm like
You got
the lightning. Yeah.
Right.
I was the lightning about 100 pounds ago.
Yeah, right.
All right, dog.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again.
You got no problem.
Have a good one, and I'll talk to you later.
You too. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, I didn't drink. Oh, jerk move. All right. Cool. So, let's wrap it up with a couple of things. I'm just going to make my picks, wrap it up. So, on buys this week is Washington and Carolina. I told Nick to get his picks into me. And guess what happened? Didn't do it. Jeez, man. Stop it. Minnesota versus Los Angeles Rams, Thursday Night Football. Get the fever. Game of the week. Minnesota wins. I don't care. I don't even care, man. They're all pissed off, and they're coming in with a fury. Fantastic. Indianapolis versus Houston. I feel like a pretty big dick for saying this, but I have Jeremy's frozen on the screen. Uh-oh. I'll go back to the other one. There we go. No, but yeah. I'm going to pick. I have Houston. All right. I like what Indianapolis is doing, but not yet. Not yet. All right. Buffalo versus Green Bay. I think Buffalo returns to form, and Green Bay will pull it out. Tampa Bay versus Chicago. Tampa Bay is on a hot streak, even though they lost. Fitzmagic is real still, and news came out that Jameis Winston is not going to start, but Fitzmagic will. I don't know if that's going to stay, but I'm still going Chicago. I think Chicago's ended up pretty good here, so we'll see. Miami versus New England. New England, a heartbreaker. There might be something going wrong with those guys, but there's no way they lose 3 in a row, especially to a rival like Miami. So I have Miami. Detroit versus Dallas. I think Detroit comes back down to earth and Dallas takes them. Cincinnati versus Atlanta. I have Atlanta. That's it. New York Jets versus Jacksonville. Jacksonville, I think, they're struggling a little bit. I think. I don't know if they're not winning by much. They're kind of letting teams back in, but Jets don't have Le'Veon Bell yet, so I'm going Jacksonville. Philadelphia versus Tennessee. I have Philadelphia. Cleveland versus Oakland. I think Cleveland takes this home buck. Arizona versus Seattle, the first start of young rookie Josh Rosen, I think. I don't think that's official yet, but this is my
Say what? Oh, you have got to be kidding me. No.
pick of the week. Pick of the week. Bugga. So, New Orleans versus the Giants. I have New Orleans. San Francisco versus the Los Angeles Chargers. I have the Los Angeles Chargers. CJ Beathard's debut. Nice. I might actually watch this one. Baltimore versus Pittsburgh. Sunday Night Football. Pittsburgh is struggling, brah. So I have Baltimore winning this one. Kansas City versus Denver. I think Kansas City rules all. Continues said rule. And takes the win. Like I said, your buys for this week are Washington and Carolina. Ooh.
It's the Brendan McManus Man of the Hour with me, Brendan McManus.
I pick Patrick Mahomes, 896 yards this season, 13 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Holy crap. I should have done that at the beginning, but I didn't. And to close us out is that juice. Worth the squeeze. Oh, that was a good one. Squeezers. I have a couple here. Calvin Ridley is still out there in our league for some reason. Tyler Lockett, Buck Allen, Matt Ryan is out there as well, and Geronimo Allison, because he's a big old Rodgers target, if you can believe it. So, if you want, you can tweet us any questions or email us any questions. We are at ProFBJuice. Hashtag Juice Nation. ProFootballJuice@gmail.com for all your questioning needs. If you want, you can also visit us on our Facebook page. Our podcast is available on Stitcher. It is on TuneIn Radio. It is on iTunes. It is on Google Play Music. And if you want to watch live every week, just go to twitch.tv/ProFootballJuice and watch older episodes on YouTube. Pro Football Juice. For some reason, if you look up Pro Football Juice, you will see a bunch of Spanish-speaking shows as well. I don't know why. Special shout-out to Arcadian Brewing, to Smoky Room Films, to Bill, to Brian, to Emery, and to Nick somewhere out there in TV land. Peace!